So, today I'm going to be reacting to the amazing film actor and clown Johnny Melville. He is absolutely incredible, so don't go away. Hello and welcome. My name is Barnaby and I'm the founder of Clown Spirit, where we take the power of clown and we use it to bring lightness, joy and connection to your life and the lives of everybody around you. Today I'm going to be looking at a video of the incredible mime clown film actor Johnny Melville. He has been working professionally since the early to mid 1970s. He's just done everything. He's done festivals around the world. He's had huge popularity and success as a mime, as an actor, as a clown, as a teacher. He's done a lot of TV shows, movies, short films. He's an absolutely incredible and very accomplished performer. And today I'm going to be looking at one of his earliest pieces that are available on video. It's called The Chair Sketch, and I haven't seen it before, so this is a brand new, first time, authentic reaction. So let's get into it and have a look at Johnny Melville. All right. Well, I absolutely love this kind of simple clowning, right? Which everything begins and originates in one small, simple problem, and then it just kind of expands and develops and evolves and just kind of explodes from there, right? So one problem leads to another. So let's go back actually really break this down and have a look at it, because it's 3 minutes long and it's packed with amazing quality material here that's really worth looking at. So right from the beginning, so very important, but simple but important. He arrives in the space, right? And he connects with the audience right away, partly by acknowledging the music and kind of doing a little dance to the music, just looking at the audience and being very present, noticing the chair. So he's come in, this is so important, but so overlooked often. And it's so simple but so clear, right? He wants the chair in another spot. There's no particular reason for it, but he happened to be there and he wants the chair to be there. So he's projecting in his little walk across and his little kind of satisfied looking movement that he does at the beginning, this sort of sense of like everything's fine, everything's good. And that's really important, because then that leads to the fact that the chair being in the wrong place is a problem. That's set up as a problem. And that's important, it's seen as a problem, because it unlocks everything else and the comedy of everything else. So we can see that in every single moment that, I mean, almost if you froze it in any spot there, Johnny is in a position which is absolutely mask-like in its clarity. You could, it's like a cartoon. You could understand what's going on from watching a kind of, a second-by-second breakdown. There's no wasted moment. There's no bit in between. It's like he goes straight from frozen moment to frozen moment to frozen moment. It's such efficiency and clarity and speed. It's incredible. There's a huge amount of hidden technique within what he's doing there. Just the ability to make it look like he's lifting up the chair when he's not really, and making it look like it's stuck. There's a tremendous amount of technique and mime in that. Very, very simple movement to do with opposite directions, right? Pulling the weight, pushing the weight, making the direction appear to be going in the opposite direction, but actually pushing the weight into the chair. It's very hard to do that, but he does it incredibly well and without seeming to give away the technique that's behind it. And this is a kind of the signature of the piece, right? That he's looking at the audience with a idea of everything's fine, that smile, and then you get that internal dialogue, right? That internal thought process of how am I going to solve this problem with the chair? And he's kind of always going back and forth between those two levels. So now we get into the sort of development of the problem beyond the chair. So the moving of the chair leads to another problem, which is that his arms don't seem to be the same length anymore. And that becomes the problem now that he's dealing with. I love this. So it really kind of, in a way, goes against the grain or against the rules of clowning, which, in some ways tries to stay in a real world often. But he does it so well that the hand turning into a kind of character and having a a fight with him is totally believable, and we go with it, right, to the point where the hand, this autonomous creature, kind of slaps Johnny and he falls over. And then something funny happens here which kind of twists with the logic. Let's just watch this again. So if I can follow what happened there, that it got stuck in his mouth, then it got stuck in his eye. So it gets stuck in his mouth. Oh no, stuck on his nose. It holds his nose, and then it goes in the eye, and then he bites it, and then he feels the pain. So it's like it is part of him all along. So it's kind of like flipping the logic back around. He's established one reality, and then he kind of flips it back around to where it's not an autonomous thing anymore. He can actually feel it when he bites it. So, but it works with the clown logic, right? Because it makes him look stupid, ultimately, which is the point. So, it's such a great bit. It's such a great sequence here. There's a whole story. So he kind of kills the thing, and then his hand is dead, and then he decides it's gone all floppy and deflated. So he treats it like a balloon. He can reinflate it. But then, of course, it creates another problem, which is that it's trying to make him float away. So every solution leads to another problem. It's absolutely textbook clowning. So wonderful. And he's still doing this thing of pretending with the audience like everything's fine, right? And he's showing off his physical prowess in amongst this kind of clownery, right? So he does the handstand, and he's walking around with his hands, and then he does the handstand on the chair. So it's great because for the audience, they're lapping this up. He's not only funny, but he's got these amazing physical skills, acrobatic skills, and we love that. And it's so sort of it's put in there with a level of modesty and humility as well. It's not sort of like, check me out. It's in the context of this kind of foolishness. And then this great moment where we don't even really notice it until this point, but there's a towel on the back of the chair. He picks up the towel to wipe himself down, and suddenly the chair can move. So it's, again, this classic clown move of the problem. It's been a problem the whole time, irresolvable, and then suddenly the problem is resolved in this really simple and completely unexpected way. Just so good. This is what we mean by clown logic, right? The clown creates their own world, and the logic and the rules of that world are invented by the clown. But because they're played with such conviction and clarity, we completely accept them and we go along with it. We even discover the rules kind of as he does, or his clown character does, in the moment, even though, of course, as the performer, he's got all that set up beforehand, so he knows how it's going to play out. But the moment of discovery that moving the towel allows him to pick up the chair is completely feels spontaneous, right? It feels like that it was a discovery in the moment. And that is the sort of, I mean, this is really genius. It's a brilliantly performed piece. Very, very simple, very hard to do well though. So what a wonderful introduction to the world and the work of Johnny Melville. I hope you'll watch some more of these reactions. I'll be working through some of his other later work over the next few days, so check it out. And also, if you're watching this before the let me see, 14th of April, I will be doing a Clownversation, a live interview with Johnny Melville on the Clown Spirit YouTube channel. So check that out. And if it's past that date, you can see it on the replay there as well. A wonderful clown, wonderful performer. As I said, also a movie performer. So I'll be putting some links in the comments and the description below. Thank you so much for being with me for another clown reaction video. Have an awesome day and keep clowning.